Every morning, 1.4 million Americans pour themselves a glass of orange juice. That's 500 million gallons per year. But here's what's actually in that bottle. It's not what you think. Today, Factory 101 presents how those farms, giant tanks, and secret blends keep that flavor the same 365 days a year. Plus, the one tiny part of the orange that's worth more per gallon than the juice itself. It all begins in Florida's citrus groves. Rows of Valencia and Hamlin orange trees stretch across the horizon, producing the bulk of America's juice. These trees flower in spring, and by late fall, the fruit is heavy, vibrant, and ready for harvest. Workers still hand-pick for premium batches, but large-scale factories rely on over-the-row harvesters, like this one. Instead of shaking the whole tree, these towering machines drive directly over the rows. Inside, rows of rotating spiral rods whip through the branches, gently combing the tree and knocking ripe oranges loose. The fruit falls onto built-in conveyor belts, carrying them safely out the back of the machine. It's a system designed for speed and scale. Thousands of pounds of fruit collected per hour, without uprooting or damaging the trees. Once filled, the oranges are transferred into rugged goat trucks, ready for their rush trip to the factory. From grove to factory, timing is crucial. Oranges are living things. Once picked, they begin to deteriorate. Trucks haul fruit directly to processing plants within hours, ensuring peak freshness. At the factory gates, the oranges face their first test: quality sorting. Machines funnel fruit across vibrating belts where cameras scan for size, ripeness, and defects. Any fruit with bruises, mold, or odd shapes is rejected. Some rejected oranges still find use in cattle feed or biogas, but only the best go into juice. Next comes washing. Oranges tumble through stainless steel drums sprayed with high-pressure jets of chlorinated water. Brushes scrub off dirt, pesticides, and wax. By the end, the fruit is gleaming, safe for food processing, and ready for juicing. Now the real transformation begins. Oranges enter juice extractors, heavy machines that pierce the peel, squeeze pulp, and separate out bitter oils from the rind. There are two common methods. Reamers, which spin the orange halves against a ridged cone, much like your kitchen juicer, but scaled to industrial size. Inline juice extractors, which compress the fruit between metal cups, puncturing just enough to release juice without crushing the bitter peel oils. Pulp and seeds are filtered out. Some pulp is re-added later, depending on whether the juice is marketed as with pulp or no pulp. The extracted liquid is already orange juice. Cloudy, fragrant, and delicious. But before it's bottled, it must undergo pasteurization to prevent spoilage. Fresh juice spoils fast, so factories heat it briefly to kill microbes. This is called flash pasteurization. Juice is heated to around 190 degrees Fahrenheit for just a few seconds, then rapidly cooled. Done correctly, this keeps the bright flavor intact while extending shelf life. Some juice follows another path. Concentration. Water is removed by evaporators, reducing the juice to a thick syrup. This drastically lowers volume and shipping costs. Later, water and flavor compounds are reintroduced to make from concentrate juice. While often criticized, this method revolutionized the juice industry, allowing global supply chains and consistent year-round availability. Here's the surprising part. When juice is stored in giant tanks for months, much of its natural aroma fades. To solve this, companies create flavor packs. These are blends of orange essences and oils, captured during processing, engineered by flavor scientists to taste like a fresh orange. Each brand has its own proprietary flavor formula, ensuring your glass of Tropicana or Simply Orange always tastes the same, whether you drink it in New York in January or Los Angeles in July. It's an open secret of the industry. What you think is fresh squeezed often owes its flavor to lab-engineered restoration. Nothing goes to waste. The pulp isn't just filler. It's a fiber source, re-added for texture. Orange peel yields D-limonene, a fragrant oil used in cleaners, cosmetics, and even perfumes. Surprisingly, this oil is more valuable per gallon than the juice itself. Meanwhile, leftover peels and membranes are dried into cattle feed or processed for citric acid production. Every part of the orange contributes to the factory's bottom line. Processed juice is pumped into massive aseptic tanks, some holding up to 1.5 million gallons. Inside, the juice is chilled to near freezing, keeping it stable for months. Factories then blend different batches for consistency. Just like a winemaker blending vintages, juice companies mix various orchards, harvests, and even countries of origin to ensure uniform taste. A glass you pour today might contain juice from Florida, Brazil, and Mexico, all seamlessly combined. Before the juice even touches a container, the bottles themselves must be created. Most orange juice comes in PET plastic bottles, made on site or delivered as preforms, tiny test tube-like pieces of plastic. Inside giant stretch-blow molding machines. These preforms are blasted with heat and high-pressure air, expanding them into the familiar bottle shape in a fraction of a second. Every bottle goes through a rigorous sterilization process before filling. Bottles are inverted and sprayed with jets of ionized air or sterilizing solution, eliminating any microscopic contaminants. In aseptic factories, even the air is filtered and pressurized to keep bacteria out, ensuring a perfectly clean environment. Now comes the moment of truth. Filling. The chilled orange juice flows through stainless steel pipelines into ultra-fast filling machines. Modern systems can fill hundreds of bottles per minute with precision nozzles that prevent foaming and spillage. As bottles speed down the conveyor, caps are twisted on by high-torque cappers, creating airtight seals. Tamper-evident bands or shrink sleeves are applied to guarantee freshness and safety. Next, high-speed printers stamp each package with a production code and expiration date. Finally, branded labels are wrapped around the bottles, transforming plain containers into the colorful products you see on supermarket shelves. Finished bottles are packed into crates or shrink-wrapped into trays, then stacked onto pallets by robotic arms. These pallets roll straight into refrigerated storage rooms, awaiting shipment. From here, refrigerated trucks fan out to supermarkets, convenience stores, and restaurants, ensuring the juice stays cold and fresh until it reaches your glass. So the next time you pour a glass of orange juice, remember, it's not just fruit in a carton. It's orchards shaken by machines, tank farms holding millions of gallons, and flavor scientists restoring what time erases. It's chemistry, logistics, and a touch of illusion, all working together to deliver that golden sunrise in a glass.